Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Victoria Zalipsky, and I'd like to welcome you back to LMTV Live. Today, we are going to sit down with the principal of Lower Moreland High School, Mr. William Miles. We're hoping to get his perspective on the new build, the many challenges that have recently hit our community, and his thoughts on the brighter future that hopefully lies ahead. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Miles. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome, Victoria. Thank you for having me as part of your project, and I'm looking forward to working with the documentarian team.
Before we jump into the many questions on our list, I was hoping you could first tell us a little bit about yourself. What made you decide to become a high school principal, and how long have you been here at Lower Moreland High School?
Yeah, well, this is my 35th year in education. The first 20 years, I was an English teacher and a principal in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. And then I moved to the public schools for the last 15 years, and I've been the principal of Lower Moreland for the last 7 years. So I look fondly back at my days as an English teacher, but when I had the decision to apply for a principal position, I thought that I could serve students in another capacity outside that of the classroom.
And do you recall the first moment you heard about the plans for a new high school, or perhaps the moment you realized this was really going to happen? What were those moments like for you?
I do. So for many years I was part of conversations surrounding the increased enrollment here at Lower Moreland High School and across the district, and there were some conversations about expanding this building in some way, expanding out toward the parking lot. And for many reasons it seemed financially the better decision to recommend the build of a new high school. So when I did have that conversation with Dr. David Heiser, I was very excited. And then when the school board did approve that plan, I had all kinds of visions and images in my mind of what that new space would look like. So it's been an exciting process. Every time I have conversations with contractors or the architects, it just builds to that excitement because it becomes closer and closer to the reality.
What would you say is your best memory at Lower Moreland High School, and what will you miss most about this building?
My two best memories probably were the renovation of both the auditorium and the library, because those two spaces are really key to academics and extracurricular events. I was very proud that we were able to complete those projects, and I was very proud to have a hand in each of those projects. So leaving the existing building, there's a place of comfort in a place that I've called home for 7 years. However, the reality is we're going to have a bigger space, an enhanced space that I believe will improve upon the process of teaching and learning. And again, that adds to the excitement.
And what are you most excited about regards to the design and location of the new Lower Moreland High School building?
Well, the location just across the way of the new high school will give us the opportunity to create a campus feel between the middle school and the high school. And I think that will give us opportunities to share resources and other opportunities and spaces, again, to help students succeed in a number of ways.
And I'm sure that the past year and a half has been difficult for you as well. So what have probably been the two most challenging aspects of running a high school during the pandemic?
Yeah, that's a good question. So beginning March of 2020, the biggest challenge was how to maximize learning and teaching during a pandemic and virtually as schools were shut down. And then how to do so once students returned in person with the opportunity to be hybrid last year, and how to maximize those opportunities for students given the approved health and safety plan. The ongoing challenge is how to give our students opportunities at events, athletics, and other extracurriculars that fit in with the health and safety plan, but also give students an opportunity to participate in some things that were canceled over the last couple of years.
And many are hoping that the new build will bring about a more positive chapter in the district. What aspects about the new high school do you feel will help promote a brighter future for all of the students in Lower Moreland? For example, are there any plans to include a reflection fountain, diversity mural, or a symbol of unity?
That's an excellent question. The new high school should be and will be reflective of and welcoming for everyone who walks through those doors. So some things that we are doing right now will continue into the new school, like celebrating Heritage Months, recognizing the diversity of our student body and population, and recognizing who that population is here at the high school. Now, a little bit later this year, early spring, I expect to put a student team together who will be willing to speak with architects and to create a vision and create ideas about how we can represent the population of Lower Moreland in our high school, whether it be in the commons, which would be the grassy area between the high school and the middle school, and other spaces around the campus. So I'll be looking forward to hearing from students. Student voice will be very critical in making recommendations for those spaces.
So what can students do to help celebrate Lower Moreland's diversity, promote equality, and strengthen our unity? Are there any clubs, organizations, or other efforts currently up and running in which students can get involved?
There are a number of clubs and organizations whose mission it is to serve the community in many ways. One group that we're continuing this year is No Place for Hate, a group that creates a positive school climate and finds activities and events for students and staff to be able to do so. Another group that I created this year is the Community Engagement Team, whose mission continues the work of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council. And their job is also to find activities and events to celebrate diversity. Another student group is our Cultural Proficiency and Equity Student Ambassadors, who work alongside other Montgomery County schools also to celebrate diversity.
Well, thank you so much for your time, insight, and perspective, Mr. Miles. We really appreciate it and look forward with you to the fall of 2023. If you have any questions for Mr. Miles or a documentary team, please email us at the new LMHS Documentary Team at gmail.com or leave us a message on our website. You can access our website through the link provided on the LMTSD website under the About Us section. Just click on the new high school project. Thank you so much, everyone, and until next time, I'm Victoria Zalipsky for LMTV Live.